Did you miss Bitcoin? Did you convince yourself that Bitcoin is not a good buy at the few $100 price? Unfortunately, you missed that train. If you already know what a cryptocurrency is, then at this webinar you can find out what the new generation cryptocurrency is that's worth dealing with and that can follow in the footsteps of Bitcoin. Welcome everyone. If you do not already know what a cryptocurrency is, then get ready because the relationships you are about to discover will make you look at cryptocurrencies in a new way and will make you realize how to generate profit and passive income. First, let's make something clear. We, the members of the Firstcoin Club, do not talk anyone into anything. We do not convince anyone of anything. We just simply inform curious people of the opportunities they can use to generate passive income and create their long-term freedom. I also have to tell you this. What we talk about here is not an investment, not even a monetary product, since there is no movement of dollars, euros, or any other type of currency. We, the managers of the Firstcoin Club, simply popularize the use of cryptocurrencies, especially the one we like the most, Firstcoin. During the webinar, you will have the opportunity to ask questions, but while I am speaking, I cannot type replies. However, I can guarantee that by the end, there will be no unanswered questions. You will have such clear understanding of the use of cryptocurrencies that tomorrow you will be able to explain it to anyone. Firstcoin is a digital, in other words, cryptocurrency. Its value is always provided in relation to Bitcoin and thus indirectly to the US dollar. Today, you can get one Firstcoin for about 0.00075 Bitcoins or around $1.7. This exchange rate is continuously increasing. Firstcoin is in the same phase as Bitcoin, the most successful cryptocurrency was in 2008. Firstcoin is a completely official, validated, coin exchange-listed cryptocurrency. There are 5 checkpoints that can be used to check if a cryptocurrency is real or a scam. 5 online sources that are available to everyone where unofficial coins are immediately busted. I will tell you about these in a bit, but first you have to get to know Bitcoin just to see what an unbelievable trip a cryptocurrency, a digital currency independent of states and institutions can take. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. If you know its story, missing out on it, it's even more heartbreaking. But if this is the first time you hear about it, you will be surprised to find out that in 2008, a single Bitcoin could be purchased for 1 cent, while today a single Bitcoin costs over $2,300. You can check this just by typing Bitcoin story into Google. Think about it. If in 2008 you bought Bitcoins for a smaller amount, let's say X dollars, even calculating the amount you would have today is mind-boggling. You would have X million dollars. A lot of people have done this. They purchased some out of curiosity, some have even forgotten that they have Bitcoins, and today they have hundreds of thousands of dollars. 2008 wasn't that long ago. The internet was already out, there were blogs, forums where financial advisors called Bitcoin a Ponzi scheme and made calculations why it would crash in 2 years. The same people are around today and will be always around. Most people have a hard time accepting change. And as many times in history, they were wrong and the revolutionaries and pioneers were right. Bitcoin was worth joining in 2008 or 2010. Firstcoin today is in the same phase as Bitcoin was in 2008. Bitcoin was created after the economic crisis to provide people a decentralized currency that is independent of every state and institution, one that cannot be manipulated. This is based on a so-called blockchain technology. Imagine that every transaction is logged in a public ledger. This ledger is stored on every computer, so the system cannot be hacked because authenticating computers verify each other around the world at every moment. A Norwegian student, Christopher Koch, was working on his thesis in 2009 when he first found out about Bitcoin. He bought some for less than $27. In 2013, after he realized he still had Bitcoin somewhere, his $27 were worth more than $860,000, which he used to buy himself a luxury apartment in Norway. So he was able to create a foundation for his future. But the reason I have showed you this graph is to prove that after its launch at 1 cent exchange rate, it never dropped below 1 cent. Its exchange rate never went down compared to its launch rate. And this is very important for us. Back around 2008, 9, 10, and even 2013, when it was worth buying Bitcoin, many people have missed out. We missed the Bitcoin Express. Since then, many successful cryptocurrency projects have launched like Monero, Dash, Zcash, and the value of these coins have passed $100 value, but the one I fully represent is Firstcoin. Before we jump into the thick of how you can make a profit from Firstcoin, you have to understand an important relationship. Just as with Bitcoin, there is no state behind Firstcoin to manipulate the exchange rate according to their needs. Firstcoin belongs to everyone, to the community, to the people. Firstcoin is a cryptocurrency independent of every state and institution, one that cannot be manipulated. What does this mean? This is what they call sharing economy or a sharing-based economy. Uber beat taxi companies worldwide without owning a single car. Still, Uber became the world's largest personal transportation company. This is possible because people offer their own cars to the public, make money, and generate profit for the company. This is why big corporations hate Uber. Uber does not have anything, and still it has everything. The people's work and support, people's interest made it big. This is why independent cryptocurrencies work as well. The accommodation industry was reformed by Airbnb. Airbnb is a marketplace where accommodation can be rented and reserved on the internet. You can rent out your place instead of a hotel, so others can find a place to stay for much cheaper. In other words, resources already available to the people are used by others. It's like opening a library where you can add books that others can rent and you make the profit. There's no wasted money, existing resources are used, and even profit is generated. This is the essence of sharing economy. Instead of waste, share the surplus, share resources. Firstcoin is also a sharing of resources. It is built on the interest of people, not international corporations, and that is what makes it successful. Its operation is based on 5 keystones, and these 5 are in direct relation with how you can profit from it. Before talking about specific numbers, you have to understand these 5 keystones that will provide the increased exchange rate and the success of the Firstcoin project. The first keystone is Firstcoin itself as a cryptocurrency. There's nothing new about it when compared to Bitcoin. Or I should say, this is not the novelty of Firstcoin. I will tell you the novelty in a while, but you have to understand that Firstcoin does the same things a general cryptocurrency does. It is fast, transactions can be started day and night, completely anonymous, very secure, and can be tracked on the blockchain. Blockchain, as I have mentioned earlier, is a ledger where the list of cryptocurrency data blocks are stored in an unforgeable and unmodifiable way. This is one way you can verify the validity of a cryptocurrency. Furthermore, there is no inflation because a set number has been programmed so it does not have any inflation. The second keystone is the eco-sharing program. If you own Firstcoins and want to spend them, businesses accepting Firstcoins are being founded as we speak, and club members can profit from the turnover of such businesses. The third keystone is the ATM program. Firstcoin is expected to install ATMs at the end of summer 2017, and the members of the community will receive rewards based on the turnover of these ATMs. Only Bitcoin has cryptocurrency ATMs in Europe, so Firstcoin will be the second, which is a big thing. The fourth keystone is the community business division, which I will talk about in a while. The fifth keystone is training. This is required because there is a lot of misinformation on the internet about cryptocurrencies that needs to be cleared up. The best way to do this is to provide training on the subject of cryptocurrencies. We publish training material, articles, and a book on the subject, and give webinars and talks for club members and for those interested. And while we are at the subject of training, let's talk about how to verify the validity of a cryptocurrency. There are a lot of projects out there similar to Bitcoin and Firstcoin. Some may have even contacted you. You should only deal with authenticated cryptocurrencies. So what makes a cryptocurrency authenticated? These are the 5 public checkpoints all cryptocurrencies must conform to. 1. It has to be available on an official coin exchange, livecoin.net, just to name one. 2. It has to have an accessible blockchain explorer. 3. It has to be listed on coinmarketcap.com. 4. It has to have a public wallet. In our case, it can be downloaded from firstcoinproject.com. And 5. It has to have a public source code. Ours is available on GitHub. An authenticated cryptocurrency requires all of the above. Every cryptocurrency can be verified or busted with this 5-point list. Firstcoin, of course, checks for all 5 steps. And once you are clear on the subject of cryptocurrencies, let's see how you can profit from it. There is a very easy to understand reward table with specific numbers and percentages. But before you start taking notes of them, let me tell you how some members profit right at this moment while you are watching this web conference. We receive a lot of feedback, we have a lot of success stories, and I'll tell you one of these. It is about a good friend of mine, Thomas. Honestly, he does not have a clue about computers, his secretary prints out his emails, but he sees where the world is heading with the internet, smartphones and cryptocurrencies. So Thomas, in March, just after Firstcoin was launched, deposited 5,000 Firstcoins in the club. At the time, this was worth $3,000. He has been receiving a reward of 250 Firstcoins every month. He is now at 5,500 Firstcoins. Since then, Firstcoin's exchange rate has increased by 90%. Looking at it with today's value, it means that he has $6,325. It's not bad to go from $3,000 to $6,325 in 2 months, right? I'm just telling you this to show you that this opportunity is available to everyone and that it works. With Firstcoin, you can be a part of the success story of the newest cryptocurrency. The strength of the community can increase the value of Firstcoin because the more people join, the higher the exchange rate, and this increases the value of our own cryptocurrency as well. Let me show you the passive income you can generate as a Firstcoin club member. But first, I will tell you what makes Firstcoin special, why it is different from other cryptocurrency projects. Firstcoin is the first and only cryptocurrency project at the moment that has a value protection program. This is the only cryptocurrency project with an eco-sharing program that includes an ATM network providing profit to club members. Basically, there are 2 types of coin businesses. The first, and this is how most operate, is where a business sells its own coins to its clients. And when clients want to sell their coins, they can do so on the exchange if the coin is available on an official exchange. But even if the coin is available on the exchange, there may not be enough buyers because they buy from the company and not the exchange. However, people only want to sell on the exchange. And since there are more sellers than buyers, the exchange rate will go down. This is an everyday process which happens to a lot of coin projects. However, Firstcoin has reversed this entire process. The company does not sell coins. Firstcoins can only be purchased on the exchange, and by depositing them into the club for 183 days, buyers will receive rewards after these coins. This motivates members to keep their coins. At the same time, this limits the number of Firstcoins for sale on the exchange. And because there will be more buyers than sellers, the exchange rate will go up. If we compare the 2 strategies, a few very important questions come up. I don't know how familiar you are with other coin projects, but my question is why these companies do not accept their own coins as forms of payment. This means you cannot join a specific project and pay them using their own coins. No, this is something they do not allow. Or why is it that most coin companies only promises to be listed on the exchange? In comparison, Firstcoin launched in March of 2017 and was already listed on the Livecoin exchange from day one. And why is being listed on the exchange especially important for Firstcoin? Or why is it that you can only become a Firstcoin club member by depositing Firstcoin, its own currency, into the club? Because we trust and believe in our own cryptocurrency. Think about this. It's not just exchanging a certain sum of Firstcoins and waiting for the exchange rate to increase. This is the basic level, and it is nice, but the Firstcoin Club offers so much more. Club membership always includes access to the web office system, the online wallet, the online partner acquiring system, to participation in VIP trainings, and access to downloadable training material. It also provides 8 types of passive income. The first such income possibility is 2 to 8% monthly reward after Firstcoins deposited into the club for 183 days. The reward depends on the amount of Firstcoins deposited. This 2 to 8% monthly, not annual, reward is quite an incentive. I think this is a significant amount and only possible with cryptocurrencies. But you also have to know that this is a limited time offer. It cannot be provided forever. In a year, this offer will be significantly less. The second income possibility, which I think has the greatest potential at the moment, is the exchange rate income. In March of 2017, I purchased Firstcoin for 60 cents on the exchange. It has now passed $1.7. This is an increase of over 180%. And don't forget that this is only the beginning. I believe that by the end of the year, the Firstcoin exchange rate will easily reach $8 to $10, if not $20 on the exchange, simply because it is becoming more and more popular and more people use it. The third profit opportunity is the ATM network. Receiving a reward after ATM turnover requires at least 1,200 Firstcoins in the club. This is also true for rewards after the turnover of businesses participating in eco-sharing. I call these the most passive incomes because all you have to do is deposit Firstcoin into the club. Let me emphasize this. You can only become a Firstcoin club member by depositing Firstcoin into the club. The company does not get any other form of currency, not dollar, not euro, nothing. We only deal with cryptocurrencies, specifically Firstcoin. In return for the Firstcoins, members receive membership, training material, software, rewards, and other claims. The other 4 profit opportunities are for those who want more and want to build the Firstcoin community. The first one is the direct reward. Invite a new member into the club and receive 10% reward after the Firstcoins they deposit. It's that simple. The second such income opportunity is the so-called binary reward that provides 10% reward from infinite depth on the weaker leg. I will not get into too much detail on this one. If anyone is interested, give me your contact details here in the chat and I will contact you after the webinar. The third form of profit opportunity is my personal favorite, the so-called pool reward, that is a private 5% of the company's entire Firstcoin international turnover. This is paid out every other month between pool members. Pool membership requires at least 10 direct partners, and those direct partners must have at least $6,000 worth Firstcoins in the club. The pool reward is very important because the company's international turnover includes everyone from Asia, the United States, Europe, or anywhere in the world. It is a completely passive income. Once you have achieved it, you will receive it. And finally, matching bonus is a 5-level management reward that means a 5% from maximum 5 levels. But again, this is something I can explain to those interested. If you would like to join the club, select one of the following packages. Basic is the smallest package. It requires depositing $300 worth Firstcoin and provides 2% monthly reward. This does not provide rewards after ATM and eco-sharing business Firstcoin turnovers, and it cannot be used to qualify for pool reward. Networker is the next package. It requires depositing $600 worth Firstcoin and provides 3% monthly reward from mined coins and can be used to achieve pool reward. Business is our most popular package. It requires depositing $1,200 worth Firstcoin, provides 4% monthly reward from mined coins, and rewards after ATM and eco-sharing business Firstcoin turnovers. The Trader package provides 5% reward, and this gives 3 times as much reward after ATM and eco-sharing business Firstcoin turnover. The Pro Trader package requires depositing $6,000 worth Firstcoins and provides 7-fold rewards after ATM and eco-sharing business Firstcoin turnovers. It provides 6% monthly reward from mined coins. The Pool package is interesting because it not only provides 7% monthly reward from mined coins, but also immediately qualifies for pool reward as well. Furthermore, it provides a 10-fold reward after ATM and eco-sharing business Firstcoin turnovers. The VIP package requires depositing $25,000 worth Firstcoin into the club. It provides 8% mine reward, pool membership, 30-fold reward after ATM and eco-sharing business Firstcoin turnover, and 10% Firstcoin in addition. What do these numbers mean in practice? Let's see an example. Let's say I select the business package. At a $1.7 exchange rate, it requires depositing about 706 Firstcoins. Calculating at 4%, I will receive about 28 Firstcoins every month. At the end of the 183 days, I will have about 874 Firstcoins. And if the exchange rate of Firstcoin goes up only 10% per month, my Firstcoins will be worth over $2,600. Now that's something. This will be even higher with larger packages because the reward level is higher. What you have to see is that we started from 60-cent exchange rate and our goal is the $100 exchange rate. This is less than a 200-fold increase. Bitcoin increased 200,000 times. Ours is a completely realistic goal. We are already at $1.7, so we have achieved a 180% increase in less than 2 months. It has great potential and should not be missed. The sooner you jump in, the more you will profit. If you would like to join the Firstcoin project and receive the previously mentioned advantages, all you have to do is register at the firstcoin.club webpage, and after your registration is complete, we will help you. Our vision for the future, something already in the works, is for Firstcoin to be available on more exchanges. We are going to achieve international recognition. For this, we are going to found a cryptocurrency association and create an international ATM and participating business network. We will create Firstcoin startups and do all we can to reach the $100 value by being present in at least 100 countries and having 20 million users. These are realistic numbers in today's modern online world. We are already present in 49 countries just after 2 months of operation. I have to say, and a lot of people can back me up on this, that everything the company has planned so far has been achieved, which is very important. A very serious background has helped us achieve our goals. About the company, you have to know that this is a British-backed company registered in Dubai, one of the financial centers of the world. The company's name is Dynamic Global Marketing Ltd. The registration information and address are available for those interested. Here is the technical data of the coins, as well as the LiveCoin homepage where you can trade. LiveCoin is a recognized British coin exchange, the 21st largest in the world according to CoinMarketCap, so it is not an unknown exchange. In closing, I can only recommend that you should not miss out on this unique opportunity, the success story of a new cryptocurrency. We launched on the coin exchange in March of 2017 at a low opening price with a value protection program that no one else has. Monthly passive rewards after Firstcoin Club membership, and I think you are just in time to join. Click on the firstcoin.club site and register for free. I wish you all to generate profits while you sleep, just like I do. Achieve multiple passive rewards, live the lifestyle that you always wish for, and create your own freedom. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your referrers. Bye.